What it do, homies? It's your boy Dave, and I'm back today. We out here about to check out some more voice play. But this time they're doing Imagine Dragons, Warriors. Okay, now this is one of the songs that I saw that was requested that I do by voice play after doing see, what was the last song I did? I can't remember the last song I did, but I really like acapella. I believe it requires an enormous amount of talent to not only sing, but in order to harmonize with one another and let everybody shine. So we ain't gonna waste no time. Without further ado, let's jump right into it. Oh, just right off the bat. Come on now. You can't be harmonizing like that. Oh, and they got the violin. Guys, we ain't even started nothing yet, and they just coming out swinging already. Let me just go back, man. I wasn't ready. Now I'm ready, I think. Y'all hear that bass, baby? Jeff, yeah, that's his name. That's right.
As a child, you would wait and watch from far away, but you always knew that you'd be the one to work while they all play. And you lay awake at night and scheme of all the things that you would change, but it was just a dream. Here we are, don't turn away now. We are the warriors that built this town.
Who dare they say?
Here we are, don't turn away now. We are the warriors that built this town.
Gonna drop. This bow just snapped. Okay, hold on. Before we get into Jeff about to swing it, I always look for a moment to pause. I love it when I'm listening to songs and I can't pause it because I'm waiting for the next thing. You guys know how you listen to music enough, you know when a drop's about to come. And if you don't know when a drop's about to come, I suggest you listen to a dubstep or any type of techno song. You'll start learning how they structure things. Couple of things I want to point out. The guy with the glasses, of course, I'm pretty sure this has been mentioned before, but he definitely looks like David Howie. The violin, that is crazy. So I'm guessing it's the brother, and then it's the other guy. Do they all play instruments? That's very I like that as well. Everybody's coming through and they shining individually, but as well as together. Another thing I want to point at is I think it's the most difficult when you're singing with an a cappella group, when you're singing and you guys are holding out like long notes like they did somewhere around a 1 minute mark. I think that's incredibly difficult because anybody could go pitchy at any time. So imagine how many times they have to record that. I'm gonna give them props for that. And the second thing is, and this is probably one of the least most looked at things I think when you're looking at an a cappella group, is when they're shooting a video, you got to think about everything outside of the voices, right? Costume design. That's very, I mean, look at what they're wearing, right? We see warriors, but it's almost like they have an apocalyptic kind of look. I think like when you're doing costume design, I think the hardest thing to do is apocalyptic designs, right? Because anybody could just take some clothes, shred them, and throw some dirt on them. But apocalyptic stuff has a very distinctive look. That's what I'm guessing they're going for, is apocalyptic. And if they did, then perfect. I think that's it. Yeah, and this is the first time I've heard the brother sing. So he got a really nice voice. So I'm liking that as well. Oh, and that drop. sometimes I forget, and I'm pretty sure you guys forget that the whole backtrack, right? That's all done by the voice, right? You gotta think about that. You gotta come back and be like, wait a minute, this isn't like some type of digitally produced backtrack. This is coming from somebody's vocal cords. Impressive. All right, let's let Jeff do his thing.
The time will come when you will have to rise above the best and prove yourself. Your spirit never dies.
Here come a low note, I know it. Hey, hold on now. Hold on. What was that? It sounded like this dude sounded like a snake. Okay, that's another thing that requires an immense amount of talent. What did he do? He kind of went like a or something like that, but at the same time, it was like something that was called from his chest. That was very interesting because it's like a drum, like brrr. But that's really hard to do without just sounding like it's coming from your tongue. Because if you go brrr with that, you also get a bunch of forced air, and sometimes you don't want that when you're beatboxing because you want it to be more precise. But when I heard him do it, you can kind of almost sound like it was an actual drum roll. Come on now. Come on, Jeff, man. Those hidden techniques. I think those are small little things in the song that just makes things a lot interesting, and you don't know why. All you know is that you love it. That's one of those techniques right there. Another thing that I like is their ability to bring forth the climax without like simply overdoing it. There's multiple times in the song where it will drop, but sometimes when artists produce these songs, they'll make a drop, but they'll make it like really, really, really epic. That sometimes it seems like it's overdoing it, or it'll be a little bit lacking. Like you expect a little bit more. Like instead of like the drop coming on the beat, it'll come on like the downbeat, but it's too late. You already banged your head, but it came later. God, sometimes unless you heard the song before, those beats that come on like the offbeat, or it come on a downbeat, or annoying because you're like, and then the beat drops. But with them, when they drop the beat, it's almost done in like a subtle way because they're not really all about dropping the bass. We want to hear the acapella. We want to hear their voices combined, and they know that. So therefore, the drop was subtle yet effective, and they did it multiple times in like 30 seconds. Amazing band. I love acapella. I'm so glad I discovered voice play, and you guys already know we're gonna look at it a lot more. That's the end of this video. If you enjoyed the content, leave a like and subscribe. Dave's out.